BMW presents Hypnopolis. Episode 2, Insomnia.
Driving through the night, it occurred to me that, without even much effort, I'd crossed a point of no return. Whatever else happened, I wasn't going to stop until I'd found Paul's killers. So much for letting the past stay buried. That was even heavier than I remember. These case files had laid hidden 2 feet in the corner of an English field for 30 years. Which was weird because, to me, I'd only buried them a month ago. Their faded pages told the story of a mysterious hacker turned cyber terrorist and of the reckless idiot who tried to hunt them down. 30 years ago or so, that had been my thing, documenting the growing hacktivist culture. When Paul's company started making noises about a worldwide artificial intelligence that could control everything, some people got scared. Scared enough to target those they thought responsible for endangering humanity. The early cyber attacks had been against government servers that housed the system, and then against the company that had created it, Imperius. Many of these hackers were tracked down and arrested pretty quickly, but there was one, the cleverest, who they'd never managed to trace. After 2 years of searching, I'd found a potential link, well, a hint of one, to the University of Amsterdam. A student hacktivist would have certainly fit the profile of the person I was looking for. But it was only a hunch, the vaguest suspicion. Still, that was when I started to feel like someone had noticed me looking. Like the guy said, when you stare into the abyss, sometimes the abyss stares back. That was when Paul told me to stop. Well, the final time. Maybe he thought Oberon would lose interest if I quit. That was always my problem, though. Once I got my teeth into something, I could never quit. The rest was history.
Home?
Yes, Hope? Just wondering, but are you able to rustle me up a complete list of students and faculty from the University of Amsterdam from, like, say, 2025 to 2030? What the hell's going on?
Warning. That request was in contravention of Article 1, Paragraph 2 of your Reform Agreement and constitutes a violation of your parole.
Oh, great.
Warning.
Thanks, Home. And there I was thinking you were on my side.
Article 1, Paragraph 2 of your Reform Agreement and constitutes a violation of your parole. Warning. That request is in contravention of Article 1, Paragraph 2 of your Reform Agreement and constitutes a violation of your parole.
Oh, God! Okay,
Warning.
I get it!
That request
Shut
is in
up.
contravention of Article 1,
Shut
Paragraph...
up! Jeez! Thank you.
Well. Hope bloody riser. What in the blue blazes have you been up to? I was having a lie-in.
Sergeant McNulty? My God. What the hell happened to you?
That's Detective Inspector these days, kid. And life happened to me. 30 years of it. Thanks.
It's the least I can do.
Are these what I think they are?
Yeah?
Your imaginary case files. Your movement log said you'd taken a pod into the middle of nowhere at 3:05 this morning. Now I know why. I'm going to have to confiscate them, you know.
Yeah.
Seriously, kid.
Kid? I'm 2 months older than you.
Not anymore, you're not. Seriously, what are you playing at?
Look, I'm still a journalist, okay? Whatever else I may be.
Then keep a diary or something. And do me a favour, and keep your nose clean. At least until your parole's up. How's your social life?
None of your business, pig.
Now, play nice, Hope. I only ask because there's a retro bar in Old Soho called Century. And Thursday nights around midnight, it gets pretty interesting. Thanks for the coffee.
Wait a second. Aren't you arresting me?
Nah. Consider your wrist well and truly slapped, though.
And my files?
I'm not carrying that strongbox with my knees. I'll send a couple of lads round.
McNulty,
Yes, citizen.
aren't you a little overqualified to go around releasing ex-cons from lockdown?
Thought you might appreciate a familiar face. Besides, I wanted to see how you were getting on. Take care of yourself, okay?
Okay.
See you around, Hope Riser.
I tried telling myself I was being paranoid. But between McNulty's visit and the person following me a block behind, paranoia was starting to seem like a reasonable state of mind. Besides, if I was going to make my date without an uninvited guest in tow, doing something crazy was unavoidable.
Wait for the signal to cross. Wait for the signal to cross. Wait for the signal to cross. Stop. Danger. Stop. Danger. Stop. Danger. Stop. Danger.
And now all I needed was a ride.
Yes, taxi. We're just on the corner of Curzon Street. Yes, that's us.
Move! Stop!
Heck!
Sorry! Oh. The Century Bar, Old Soho. Quick!
Well, really?
The Century Bar looked okay, but it made me realize I hadn't been out in the real world since my release. I'm guessing that's why she suggested a place with a retro theme, to try and make me feel at ease. McNulty!
Hope. Glad you came. I was starting to worry I'd been too subtle.
Retro, huh? Is this what people think the 30s were like?
Stop complaining and get yourself a drink. There's a roof garden upstairs where we can talk.
Why here and not back in my flat?
Walls have ears. And I've reason to believe your refrigerator reports directly to Special Branch.
I don't even know if you're joking.
Maybe I'm not. What do you think of the view?
It's beautiful. Everywhere is these days.
So why would you want to mess all this up?
I don't get the feeling you like it all that much yourself.
Maybe I don't, but I do have the sense I was born with. You should let sleeping dogs lie. You are aware of the expression.
I've slept long enough. Detective Inspector.
I suppose you have. What was it like in stasis?
It wasn't exactly 30 years of whale music and positive affirmations, I can tell you that much.
No, I can't imagine it was. I skimmed your case files, by the way. If you'd let your defense lawyers have them, you could have shaved 10 years off your sentence.
They wanted me to plead guilty.
You were guilty, remember? I don't know what your game is, Hope, but if you go picking at old wounds like this, you're going to annoy some very important people.
Like who?
Like your late fiancé's colleagues at Imperius Corporation. They still haven't forgiven you, you know, even if their precious system thinks you've served your debt to society.
I'm not very interested in what they think.
Oh, you should be. Until the system goes fully autonomous next week, they're the power behind every throne on the planet. They could make life very uncomfortable for you.
And what about Oberon? What happened to them?
You're not listening. I'm talking about Milton Godley, Hope. The great architect himself.
I don't care about Godley. What I want to know is whether Oberon's still operating.
Who knows? Who knows if they ever really existed?
I do.
Okay, well, if you want to believe the rumours, it was Oberon who formed the Rapid Eye Movement. I take it you've caught up on recent history.
Sam?
Then you'll know they're a very real and very dangerous threat to world peace. They're behind multiple global cyber attacks over the last few years. Serious stuff.
I thought the world was meant to be perfect now.
That's what it says in the brochure, but people are people, and always will be.
So there is a catch. I was wondering.
Catch?
Yeah. Like, where's the slave labor these days? And who's hoarding the capital? Things can't have changed that much in 30 years.
You're even more cynical than me, you know that? Maybe the world isn't perfect, but thanks to the system, we're living in the least imperfect version of it. Don't get me wrong, politicians would still be lying their arses off if they could get away with it. But the system doesn't let them. Forced labour is a thing of the past. And okay, there are still a few trillionaires about, but no one's going hungry.
So why aren't you obsolete?
People are still mean and stupid, kid. So far, they haven't found a cure for that.
What are we doing here, McNulty? What is this really about?
My Catholic upbringing, most likely.
I don't follow.
Listen, even though you had it coming, I'm against what they did to you. It wasn't right.
That's touching. You couldn't have said something 30 years ago, could you?
I'd forgotten what hard work you are. Right now, I'm more worried about the present.
What do you mean?
You're a celebrity, if you hadn't noticed. You could easily be made into some kind of figurehead or a martyr. Don't let yourself be manipulated. And don't go sticking your nose in where someone might decide to cut it off.
Is that everything you had to say? Or was there something else?
You don't care about anyone above ground, do you?
Not these days, McNulty. Not anymore. Good night. I knew McNulty had been trying to help, but she'd been wasting her time. Sticking my nose in had always been the thing I was best at. If I gave that up, I had no idea what to do instead. I might as well have gone back to sleep. One thing I did know, I was being followed again.
Son of a... Hey, you! Don't bother hiding! I know you're there! What do you want from me, huh? Who are you working for? Hey! Stop! Stop! Stop, you wimp! Stop! Yeah, you run from me! I'm not afraid of you! Good evening, Hope. You're home late.
Shut up, I'm not talking to you. And to whoever might be tuning in for the evening news, I just want to say, get bent. Thanks for listening. Waking up the next morning, I guess I'd had time to sleep on things. Anyway, I decided on the best place to start sticking my nose in first.
Imperius Corporation. Good morning.
Yeah, hi. I wonder if you can point me in the right direction. I'm writing an article on the morality of the sleep penalty system, and I was wondering if I could get a statement.
Are you a journalist?
Yes, I am.
Oh, one moment, please.
Hello, how may I help you?
Hi, good morning. I'm writing a piece on the...
Yes, it was explained to me. May I take your name and the name of your publication, please?
Yes, my name is Hope Reiser, and
Hope Reiser?
Yes? Is there a problem? Apparently there is. Well, it was worth a shot. Home?
Yes, Hope?
Put some coffee on, will you?
Certainly. Hello?
Miss Reiser,
Yes?
Milton Godley would like to speak with you.
Milton Godley? When? Now?
How about this evening at 8 p.m. GMT?
Sure. Will he call me?
Mr. Godley does not speak on the phone. Come to our London office and bring an ID.
You mean he's in town?
No, but he's most keen to meet you. Until then, Miss Reiser.
Yeah. Thanks.
By the way, you will of course tell no one about this.
No. Of course not. Whatever you say. Thanks again. Goodbye. Wow. You mean he's in town?
No, but he's most keen to meet you. Until then, Miss Reiser.
Yeah. Thanks.
By the way, you will of course tell no one about this.
No. Of course not. Whatever you say. Thanks again. Goodbye.
Making a date with your dead hubby's old employer, eh? Naughty girl. What are we going to do with you?